Hello, my name is Starlight. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I'm reaching out to all of you. I hope that you're getting out in nature like Starlight is, and I hope you're being kind to yourself, and not only to yourself, but others. How about the people that are outside, strangers and homeless people and elderly people and children, and teenagers, so anybody, it's those are the ones that I'm just picking out, but anybody is to be kind to yourself first and others. And if you are new to my YouTube channel, welcome, and you can find me on YouTube, and that is at Starlight, and that is Kathy with a K Dingman. You could give this video a thumbs up, and you can also leave a message down below, beep beep beep. Don't forget, you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you could share my videos. Please, 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 please make this video go viral. This is very important. It's not about Starlight, it's about people. It's about other people that are going through some shit. So you could share this video with your family, your friends, a homeless person, a dog, a cat, and also don't forget the notification bell like Starlight did. And you can also check out my playlist. Plus, you can find me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K Dingman Starlight. So here we go. Not where Starlight was planning on going. I got deceived. No, actually, Starlight didn't take enough time. I really wanted to go somewhere else today, but because of time, I couldn't really go for that long drive that I was hoping for. But you know what? There's other days that I can do that. So, but here I am. These are not kind of trails and hiking trails that Starlight likes, but I really didn't take the time that I should have to look at the reviews and see. And then I realized by the time I got here, I've been here before, but I never actually, I'm just gonna come over here a little bit. I never actually went on this trail. Is once I parked in the parking lot, and they just had signs saying, make sure you don't have anything that's valuable in your car. And I'm thinking, I live in my car. Everything that I own is in my car. So yeah, like everything that I have in my car is valuable to me. So anyway, I'm just trusting today that God is gonna, protect my car. So I'm just taking a peek over here because I have never been on this trail in this area. And I'm hoping I seen some earlier, so I'm hoping to find some watercress plants. They got little babies out here. They got little baby watercress, and so I would like to get some because some, I love watercress. Watercress tastes good when it is young and it's edible. It's really good. It tastes like horseradish to me, but of course mild horseradish taste. So anyway, but that's not what we're going to start talking about today, is all that. Today I've been wanting to make this video every day lately that I've been making videos. I'm like, oh yeah, this is another video I've been wanting to talk about. But because of the votes are going on right now, and I'm going to talk a little bit about Starlight's opinion about voting and about the elections and stuff. So like I said, it's just Starlight's opinion. You could take it or leave it. It doesn't matter to me. But anyway, today I'm going to talk to you about how I made a video a few days ago, and I'm getting a lot of views, and people do need this help. And I have to say, this is why I wanted to make this video a couple of days ago, because Starlight seen something, and it really hit a nerve. And I've seen thousands of homeless people. I mean, I don't even know the number of homeless people I have seen on this journey for more than a year now, because I started a year ago. Some of you already know this, but some of you that this is your first time watching Starlight making a YouTube video, is that my journey here in my car started in October of last year. So now we're in November. So it's been a year and 1 month. And so I have traveled from Albany, New York, all the way down to Miami, Florida, And now I'm out here in Colorado State. And so this whole journey, God has actually put me out here. It's not by accident that Starlight's living in her car, absolutely not. And so I know a lot of you that don't know Starlight, or even people that do know Starlight, you know, you might think I'm crazy and I'm nuts, but no, this is what God has called me out to do. So I am grateful and thankful that God is actually using me out here to learn, to get some knowledge and wisdom of what is going on behind the curtain out in the reality of this 3D. Some of you, most of you are in a 3D, and a few of you out there could be in the 5th dimension. But not to get distracted, is today I'm making this video because a few days ago I don't know why I woke up, and like I'm saying, is I've seen tons and tons of homeless people everywhere I've gone. I've helped homeless people the whole way through, from Albany, New York, all the way to Miami, all the way to here, you know, giving them food, clothing, anything that I can give, like toothpaste, toothbrushes, you know, anything. I mean, I just gave a man today a loaf of bread, and after I gave that loaf of bread to this homeless man that's living on the street, I'm thinking, Starlight, now what are you gonna eat, you know? Because that's how Starlight is. Starlight's like, there goes that loaf of bread, but you know what? He has more of a need right now than I do. I have other food. He's on a bike, you know, living on the street, and he's been so sweet. I'm hoping that he's interested in my training course, so I'm hoping I really inspired him today, gave him a little taste of what my event is going to be like out in Colorado at a library out in this area. So I'm hoping to see him tomorrow, because I will be having that at 3 o'clock. So what happened a couple of days ago, I was doing my regular thing, waking up and heading to McDonald's, and I don't eat the food in there. I just go in there and get hot water, and once in a while I might get a coffee. But I was heading to McDonald's to park my car, and as I pulled in, I seen this a week ago or so, or last week, but this time, you know, like it hit me in a weird way. And there was a homeless man that was right at the McDonald's property line, and he was sitting out of the way, and then he had a sign because he was hoping that people will help him out with food. And I know a lot of people, I understand that some people will say they're asking for food, but they're at the same time they're hoping that you give them cash, because you know, not everybody's going to have food with them. So sometimes it is kind of a trick, you know, that they're hoping that really they want cash, but they're not going to ask for cash, because they know how most people will not give a homeless person cash. You don't see that very often at all, because yes, a lot of homeless people are out on the streets, and yes, they're doing drugs or alcohol, but not everybody. You know, I'm not out on the streets, but I am living in my car, and I don't do drugs, and I don't do alcohol. I'm like once a week, or maybe even possibly twice a week, I might have a cup of coffee. You know, I'm not out here having sex or any of that either. So I'm living the clean life in my situation. And so when I seen this man, you know, like trying to get food at McDonald's, I just started crying. I got very emotional. Don't ask me what happened, because I've seen tons and tons and tons of homeless people, but this was the first time I just busted down crying over this man. And you know, because I do have a heart, and this is kind of how I started in the beginning. Before I was even homeless, I was making videos when I had my own apartment, and because it really broke my heart to see homeless people living out on the streets in the wintertime. And this is why I'm making this video. I did put a little title on my last video, and that's why I kind of wanted to make this video, because just recently somebody did help me out, and we were talking about homeless people, and I didn't agree with what they said. They didn't agree with what I said. But I haven't read anything in the book about homeless people. I'm out here, like around it. I've been everywhere, learning different ways at how people are helping the homeless people out. And this is my problem, is that the government, right now there's a lot of people out there voting. Starlight does not vote. Absolutely not. I don't believe in it. I believe they already have the person picked out ahead of time before the elections, even before all the votes are picked. So my problem is that where is all the money, taxpayers' money going? And I understand. I've talked to several, lots and lots of homeless people everywhere that I've traveled through, and I understand. There's a lot of people that get upset because, the government is bringing people from other countries to the United States. And I have never had a problem with having people from other countries to come to the United States. But now this is where I do have a problem, is that because they're not actually fixing the problem that we already have here, and they lie to us and they deceive us, and they say, and a lot of you are probably throwing stuff at me at this point, is we have been lied to, we've been deceived. The government will say that there's not enough money to help, but here they put all this money out on war. So where's your taxpayers' money going on? And I know a lot of you say, I don't care about homeless people. You could sit there and tell me right now that you don't care about homeless people, but you know what? Do you have any kids? Do you have a mom? Do you have a dad, an uncle, a brother, sister, family members, or a friend? Because this really does affect all of us. Maybe a neighbor, somebody that a lot of these homeless people are they're not animals. This is my whole point. They are not animals. These people are beautiful people. Now, a lot of you are already beautiful people. They're God's creations. They are, whether you like it or not, they're part of our family. Hello. Yeah, they're a part of our family. We're all one, whether you like it or not. We're all one. So, by the government just putting like a little Band-Aid and acting like they're doing their job as far as taking care of the homeless people, they are not. They know that they could help. To me, there's no reason to keep on bringing more people in this country if we can't even take care of the ones that we have here that don't even have a home. And I've heard this. Sorry, Starlight got a little hot. I had to take my coat off. See, you got me going. Like I was saying a few minutes ago, it really makes no sense to keep on bringing more people out to the United States. And please, don't be offended by what I'm saying. Really listen up on this right now, is that, how does it make any sense to keep on bringing, we have the money. It's not the fact that we don't have the money. We do have the money to help everybody out, so I am not against for people from other countries coming in, but the government is not stupid on this, and it's not really the government that's actually the blame on what's going on, because they're just the puppets. They're just the puppets out there, They can't do and say whatever some of them might say a lot of stuff out there, but they can't just do anything that they want to do. It's got to pass through, the ones that are really controlling the world. They're just the puppets on the string out there being used, And right now, this is a time right now for entertainment, because the ones that are really controlling the world, they're getting off because they see how it really frustrates people, and they get to watch it like a show, like an entertainment of seeing people getting upset over over fighting over their rights and fighting for their freedoms and fighting for this and fighting for that. So these people, they get off right now. It really is. You think of all the drama that goes on, and how people explode and get upset. I just recently had a man that got upset with me because he found out I'm a Christian, but I don't vote. It's my choice. And so this goes on with the voting and stuff like that, how everybody gets all fired up, but it's a show. It's it's really ridiculous what they're doing and how they do this stuff to get people all fired up and get them all angry and get them all upset. And, but the government, they do have the money. A lot of you probably don't even understand that you follow the politics and all that stuff, and you follow them, and you might think that you know everything, but they do have the money, but we've been lied to, and we've been deceived throughout history, claiming that there's not enough money, but then they blow a whole bunch of money, and then everybody gets upset and like, oh, now we owe this much money. And then, they don't have money to help homeless people out. And I'm not saying about putting them in a shelter. This is my whole point of this message. They are not animals. They are not animals. They are human beings. Shelters are for animals, And if it's going to be a shelter, it should only be for a temporary time, and for them to actually get their own place. Because now what you're going to do, and what they're doing now, is to bring all these people from other countries into the United States, and then eventually a lot of those people that are coming in from other countries are going to get spoiled rotten because of the United States, and they're going to turn, they're going to get connected to Americans, and then they're going to end up getting in drugs, and they're going to end up being homeless. And now you got more of a problem, more of a big mess, because we didn't take care of the problem in the beginning. We didn't take care of what we should be taking care of. So as we're walking, I never been here, so you're going to see some beautiful artwork out here. So Starlight will give you a good view of it all. But so I did give you something to look at out here. So anyway, so like I said, please don't get me wrong, I have no problem with people from other countries coming out here, but my thing is, I just believe that they should learn how to speak English, because so many times I try to talk to them and they tell me, oh, speak only a little English. Well, and I believe that if you're going to come to America, then that should be definitely the thing that you need to learn is, I shouldn't have to learn their language when I live here. I've been born here. But that's not what I'm talking about today. So let's see what kind of messages that we can get here today. Some of you might know some of this artwork out here, but this is beautiful. So now back to about homeless people and about bringing people in, from other countries, is that, like, we really need to take care of the problem now. It's almost like the government is saying, yeah, we don't have enough money, because they want to put it onto the people. It's a whole trick to get the people to take care of the homeless people, so the government can use money for, bringing more people in, and to, to take care of all their needs, get them all settled in on the United States, and so they have more money for war that that they created. So it doesn't make any sense, why they claim that there's not enough money, and, so recently I did hear a homeless man actually say this, is, that they're helping everybody else come here, but they're not helping the people that need the help out here. There shouldn't be anybody living out on the streets. Imagine a world when like, nobody likes seeing people living on the street. And if you did like seeing people living on the street, what can I say? If you think it's funny or You know, you don't care about people that are living out on the streets. One of these days, it might be your daughter, it could be your son, your mother, your grandma, your grandpa. So you might think the homeless people have nothing to do with you. It could be your sister out on the street. You know, I am a mother. I have a brother. I have a mom and a dad. I have kids. You know, I'm not living out on the street, but, you know, I am out here being a voice to the voiceless, trying to help people, to bring awareness that this isn't normal, this isn't right. You know, that man shouldn't have been out there begging for McDonald's food. You know, and it's a great chance that he might have been on some kind of drugs, and I don't know if he was or not. But those people, you know, I talked to a lady, and this is where I didn't agree. We did not have an agreement. Is that she said, oh, you know, they do drugs. But you know what? I'm in this situation and I'm not doing drugs. You know, so you can't really categorize every homeless person that they're all on drugs, because that's not true. And she said, oh, they don't want their own place. That's not true. They need their own place to live. They should not be out on the street, you know, and if they do have drug problems, that means they need help. They need help. They need people to care, you know, and the shelter is not where they should be, you know, and some of you might not know what a shelter is like. And that's why a lot of homeless people don't want to go in a shelter. There's a lot of toxic energy in there. There's people that are messed up on drugs in there. There's people that are in there that have some kind of mental illness, that, you know, that they have mania, they have schizophrenia, or whatever titles and names that the doctors want to label it, is that. And then there's people that will pee in there, you know, shit their pants in there, you know. So everybody wants to say, you know, they ought to go in a shelter. You go in a shelter. You find out what it's like in those shelters, you know. And then you got, you know, where you can't sleep in, you know, like you might have your own bed, and then you're going to have like your neighbor that's sleeping near you that's going to keep you up all night. Now you can't sleep all night, you know. You can't sleep all night, and it's going to cause more stress. So those people that don't want to go in a shelter, just like Starlight, I'm not going to go in a shelter, because I've been in a hospital before. I know what that's like, having somebody keep you up all night, making weird, strange sounds in the middle of the night. I'm good, you know. I like my peace of mind. I like to have my sleep. So I know this video is getting long, but really, you know, we have been deceived. We've been lied to. They have plenty enough money. That's the whole thing. They could take care of the homeless people and have people coming in on the country, you know, out of the country to come in here. But really, we need to, you know, like bring awareness and make this go live out, and make this these kind of videos to get out there to, you know, because out there in the public eye, because you know, we need to put an end to this. It's not a normal way of living, you know, of seeing people living on the streets. So have you ever cried for a homeless person like Starlight has? You know, it's because I care, you know, and it's not going to get better, you know, because there's going to be more abuse going on, and more kids are going to leave their homes. You know, a lot of more people are going to get out of toxic relationships. And a lot of you don't even understand why people get in these situations in the first place. A lot of people are in these situations for many different reasons. You know, maybe they just, you know, they were in a relationship, and maybe they just didn't like the toxic relationship, you know, and they said, screw this. And they might have not had anything. You know, so there's a lot of stories, you know. A lot of it is because people have been abused when they were younger, or gone through abuse by other people. So we need to really bring an end to this, you know, and there's no reason why they are out on the street. And the government just wants to act like they're helping, but the government just wants to put it all onto the people, you know, and have the people take care of them. But this is why we got to wake up to really what is going on, because, you know, it's going to be one of your children one of these days, your grandchildren, you know, being homeless and on the street, you know. And things don't get, especially in public schools. A lot of stuff is going on in public schools, people aren't talking about. So, and that's just going to chase the kids, out on the streets, and it's going to chase them out, and then they're going to get hooked up on drugs, and it's going to be a continuous cycle. So anyway, I love you, and we really do. We need to snap out of it and really see what the heck is going on. You got to look at, by trying to help a whole bunch of other people from other countries. Like I said, I have no problem with that. But we got a big mess right here already, and they lie to us and they say they don't have enough money. That's my whole point. And the shelter is not. They got some beautiful people out there that are trying to help the homeless people out. But we need to have them have their own place. Something's got to change for the homeless people. In the summertime, there's a lot of things that you can help the people out with, but we need the money to be able to do that. Is like in the summertime, hey, tents are great. They could have it all set up, but it needs to be supervised. It needs to have, but that's not really the answer either, is that they need their own place. But you got to start out from the bottom. Everybody is so pushy about trying to get the people to go get a job. You can't just send them out for a job. You got to start from the bottom and work your way up, and then help them out to get a job if they're able to, because there's some of these people, they've been toyed with by the government, by doctors, and given them medications that weren't good for them, but nobody investigates these things. I knew a guy not too long, way back in New York, that had a whole bag load of medications. That guy didn't even know how to take them. The people in New York, they brought this guy in. They talked to him, did all the paperwork, and asked him all the questions, did counseling with him, and they got him all the way down to a couple medications instead of a whole freaking bag of medications. So people wonder what is going on. It's a lot of shit going on with the homeless people. It's not just a bunch of crazy people running around doing drugs, so there's a lot of sweet people out there. There's some of those people out there that will help you out, if you give them a chance. So anyway, I do love you. We really need to, end this, and by, please spread this video like a virus. Please share it with anybody and everybody that you can, because we need to bring awareness that this is not normal. We've putting animals in a shelter is one thing, but people, they're not animals. I love you so much. You could give this video a thumbs up. You could subscribe to my YouTube channel. Plus, don't forget, you can leave a message down below, beep, beep, beep. And you could share my videos with your family, your friends, a homeless person, a duck that goes quack, an owl, an owl. You could share my videos with an owl. And also, you could push the notification bell, that way you do not miss any videos. Plus, you can check out my playlist, and you can also follow me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K, Dingman Starlight. I love you all, and I really hope you get a lot of help from this video. And please, if you got a YouTube channel, please make a video of awareness for the homeless people. We need more people to stand up and use their voice, because not everybody is on the homeless people's side. They're our family, whether you like it or not. They are. We're all children of God. We're all one. So, you might not think it affects you. It will. Because you still, do you like driving around, seeing them on the street? Well, let's do something about it. So anyway, I love you so much. This is Starlight. Namaste. This is Starlight. Love, light, and peace.